The Beer Brothers is a comedy podcast where two dumb babies related by blood grew up and now review beers for you, the people. You can drink along if you'd like, but maybe don't do it in your car on the way to work. Drink responsibly. At home. In the dark.
Alright everybody, we're back. Well, I'm back. Cody's an asshole and he's on the lake. He didn't want to come record today. So, I have my special sweet boy roommate, Christopher Ward.
What is up?
And he's going to be filling in for Cody today. And what's extra special about this is Chris is not a beer drinker.
I really don't like beer.
He doesn't even really like beer. So this will be a whole other perspective and an audience that we have not been able to really showcase on the show just yet. So Chris is going to be going into this with zero knowledge about what he's tasting or what's going on.
It's going to be the worst hour of my life.
Yeah, probably. I'm Micah.
I'm Chris.
And this is the Beer Brothers.
We're the Beer Brothers. Well, I'm more of like a beer step brother, I guess, right? Well, not really.
That's fine. I mean, I wouldn't adopt you, but it's okay.
Well, a beer acquaintance.
Yeah, a beer acquaintance. The beer acquaintances. Okay, so Cody had me, he has like a list of things he did want us to talk about today on this special Father's Day edition.
Ooh, okay.
The first thing I want to ask you is, have you ever seen your father naked?
Yes.
Oh.
I feel like we all have, right?
No.
You've never seen your father naked?
Nope.
Well, I mean, like, not recently, but like as a kid growing up, I saw my...
Nah, I don't think I ever saw my dad naked, man. That's weird. Was it like a...
I mean, it's not like I remember
was it like
vivid images.
Was it like a terrifying incident, or was it just like, oh shit, and then you got over it?
I don't know why. I don't like remember per se, but I know that as a kid, there would be times where like we would shower with our parents. Is that weird?
Okay.
Should I not talk about that?
So Chris showered with his parents as a child. Moving
up until I was about 22.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I've never seen my dad naked. Thank God. I think Cody has seen our dad naked because apparently there was a picture on like a digital camera.
Your dad had
once.
A nude?
No. I think my mom, like, joking around, took a picture of my dad naked, like, when he wasn't, like, coming out of the shower, like, caught him.
That's amazing.
And my brother totally saw, like, my dad's dick.
That's amazing.
On a digital camera he found.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't remember what my dad I know what my dad looks like shirtless, but below the waist I have no idea.
Good. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
That probably means you were just young enough for that to be not as weird as it sounded.
Right, exactly.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was super young. Like.
All right, we're going to just go ahead and jump into our first beer. Our first beer of the day is Mad Tree Brewing. And they're based out of Cincinnati, Ohio. And if Django, if you're going to do that, you're not allowed to be down here.
Sit
down. Anyway, sorry, my dog's boofing. He likes to boof when he hears things outside. So anyways, this beer is called Lift. And this is their Kolsch style ale. It is a 4.7% ABV. And then I'll just go ahead and read some words by the brewer at madtreebrewing.com. Lift. Whether taking a break from a hard day of work or just a huge day of hops, this crisp, refreshing beer with a hint of orange will lift your spirits without lowering your expectations for what a craft beer should be. And this is a year-round beer of theirs, and it only has it's only 11 on the IBU scale there, which is very, very low. We have Cascade hops, Hallertauer Mittelfrüh, and Pacifica, and then we have malts Arturo, red wheat, Vienna, and flaked barley. They got a lot of information on there, and I love it when the brewers do that, so that we kind of know what we're looking for here. You've had a chance to sip on it a little bit already. Go ahead and tell me what your thoughts are as the novice beer drinker.
As the very novice beer drinker, it's not terrible. I can handle it. Which these beer companies are gonna love me.
Yeah,
it's gonna be.
It's
great.
not terrible.
It's not terrible.
Okay, what do you think about the flavors that you're tasting?
So
It tastes like beer.
right. With every beer I drink, there's always like it's like the aftertaste or something that just it isn't
It's that weediness.
It's like the weediness, the hoppiness that I don't like. But this one's very, very light, and I can handle it. It doesn't. I mean, I go for flavor a lot of the times, and I do taste the slight orange that was mentioned in there.
Okay, that's awesome. Good.
So because it's light and I do taste that little fruit, if someone bought me this drink, I would drink it.
That's good. That's always a good answer. If somebody buys you a drink, you should drink it.
Yeah, I mean, I would try to drink it no matter what.
Yeah, I know you would.
This is one that I wouldn't hate myself for.
I took Chris out for his 21st birthday.
Yes.
And made him try a bunch of crazy stuff.
Yeah. We tried a little bit of everything.
Yeah, a little bit of everything, basically. Just had him do some flights and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
No, this beer has a beautiful color.
Oh, yeah.
It is a very light, almost peach.
Yeah, it looks a little more orange now that it's settled a bit. But...
Yeah, that's true. When you first poured it, and it might have been because of the backdrop in the kitchen, but no, it has a very beautiful color. It's just a little bit hazy. Almost looks like what a Euro ale tends to look like, which they're also very light. Kolsch is technically a European-style ale. Okay. It's German, I believe. But yeah, this is very delicious. You're right about like the citrus, the orange hint. It's very, very subtle, but it's in there. This is a very easy, smooth drinking beer. It's perfect for the summer, I'd say. And yeah, that's all I got to say about it. That's pretty much it. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and move on to our first topic as we wolf this bad boy down. And, okay, perfect.
What do we got?
So we're going to stick with a lot of dad stuff.
Good
Today. No more things about senior dad. Do you have any embarrassing stories about your dad?
About my dad?
Like doing embarrassing things either to you or that are generally just like classic dad?
I mean, my dad, there's a lot of things, like just a lot of his own, I think, quirks that it's like, oh, dad. And it's, going through high school, for example, he would always try to like relive like through the gossip through me and my sister.
Okay.
So like
relive the glory days.
In a little bit. Like there's something about the gossip where like he would hear something about one of my friends or whatever, and then he would keep bringing it up and be like, "Oh, is Nick still doing this, or is he still dating that one girl?" And like he would always bring it up, and it's like, Dad, why do you like?
He's bored.
It doesn't matter. Like why do you care? Like why? I don't even know some of the answers to these questions. Like why are you asking me? And so it's one of those things where like he would bring that up like no matter what, as long as like that person he was talking about wasn't there.
Yeah.
And so like we would be with a bunch of other friends, and he'd be like, "Hey, is this person still doing this?" Or like, "Oh, I heard about this."
Yeah. All your friends like, "Chris, why would you tell your dad that?"
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, Dad, come on.
Guys, don't tell Chris anything anymore. He's going to tell his daddy about it.
Yeah, and that's just it. Like, growing up, I didn't necessarily, like, tell my dad a bunch of stuff. Like,
He just caught it.
Yeah, he would just, like, catch on from, like, my friends would tell them. Because, like, my friends are like, "Oh, your parents are super cool." But, like, they would tell him, like, everything. Even if I'd be like, "Hey, Dad, I'm going out." My dad, like, he wouldn't ask where.
Yeah.
But he would find out from my friends.
Oof.
And so
that's weird.
He'd always like my classic dad, like embarrassing stuff, which isn't really like too embarrassing, is just him talking to my friends to like just find out information about me or other friends. And I'm like, I don't need to talk to him because he finds it out through everyone else.
Your dad's never like shit his pants before?
No, not like that. My dad, it's all just like talking.
Going to Disney World, he wore some, white pants one day and maybe shit himself on Space Mountain.
Right. I mean, he probably almost did when I got him to ride Tower of Terror.
Oh, all right. Well,
the picture of him was pretty good on that one, but
my dad is he's an awkward dude. He's like the nicest guy, but he doesn't know how to like express his anger when he gets frustrated because he is just generally so nice.
Interesting.
I mean, one day we had, like, back in the day, we had, like, some debt collector call the house or something like that. Like, if you have any debt at all, they call constantly.
Oh, yeah.
And nowadays, like, you get spam calls, people telling you have debt, and you don't, you know. Yeah, but no, back then, it's like, they're hitting up your landline all day, trying to convince the kids to, like, get him on the phone, dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
So I just remember him getting angry one time, and he's like, "Oh, okay, I've had enough." And he it was on the phone with the person, and he tries to slam the phone down and like misses the receiver. It was like one of the most like unathletic things I've ever. And my dad is an athletic dude. It was just one of the most awkward things I've ever watched. I laughed.
Yeah.
I was like, he's really mad right now, but this is hilarious because he doesn't know how to be angry. He doesn't. I got what are these emotions? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know if your dad ever like fallen into, like, is there anything dumb like physically you've ever watched him do like that didn't work?
I'm sure there is that I just can't think of right now.
Yeah.
If I think of it later throughout, then I'll mention it. But yeah, not that I can think of right now at this moment.
My mom rips into my dad all of the time. My brother and I, we're fairly sarcastic, and we've always kind of wondered, like, where does that sarcastic humor, that dry humor, come from? Because this is not my dad. He's not very funny. He's very corny. He has like the corniest of jokes, and we realized one day it's my mom because she just constantly, like, any moment she can get a little dig in at something stupid he does or says, she takes it. I mean, she just, like, twists the knife.
Brutal.
Oh, yeah. She's absolutely... And my dad, like, doesn't even think about it. Like, he doesn't even care or notice that it's, like, somebody could perceive it as maybe being mean. It's just her joking around with him and, like, just kind of ripping on him. But she does it all the time. Like, anytime he makes a bad joke, like, just immediately starts ripping into how corny it was. So we've realized that, uh-oh. You gonna break the chair?
Is that the chair?
Yeah, that's the chair.
God.
Yeah, they're a little
These
loud.
things pick up. Okay.
They do. But yeah, anytime she gets a chance, she, like, digs into him. We're like, man, Mom is brutal.
Like, jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez,
So,
Mom.
he doesn't seem to care. So we're just
He's
good.
used to it by now, right?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, we can just go ahead and slide on over to that next yummy beer.
Oh, yeah, let's do it. All right, our next beer is from the Ghost River Brewing Company. It's called the Ghost River Golden Ale. They're based in Memphis, Tennessee, and it's actually pretty good. I've already had a few sips. We were just talking about it. Grab this no-fuss, balanced brew that's ready to go anywhere. For your other hand, may we suggest the bottle opener. Munich and caramel malts make our flagship ale drinkable until the sun goes down. Or at least until all the ice in the cooler melts.
And this is a 5.25% on the ABV. Usually don't see like them going all the way to like the quarter mark.
Right.
Usually
yeah,
they'll stop it at
0.25.
like they'll round up or down or something like that. But they're getting specific. No, this beer is very good.
Yeah, it's surprising.
Very easy to drink. They're saying it's no fuss balance. It is. It is very very simple. There's nothing crazy about it. It has a great golden color to it.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually a little malt, like a little darker, a little more caramel than I would expect it to be when they're saying it's golden. I was expecting a much brighter hue. So it's a little darker than I expected, but I'm assuming that's probably the caramel malts in there doing that. And then we were trying to figure out, there is some sort of fruit flavor on this.
Right.
And I don't know.
My initial instinct was like an apple of some sort.
Yeah,
but...
I was thinking pear. I'm not really sure what the fruit is, but I still dig it. Like, there's nothing wrong with that fruit flavor being in there. It's just not at all what I was expecting that to taste like. What are your general thoughts on it?
Yeah, I mean, so my thoughts, anytime I see a beer that's darker than the shade of white, I usually am like, I'm going to hate this. But this was very surprising to me. It's not nearly as dark as my eyes thought it was.
Yeah, like the flavor's not as dark as the look that you're getting.
The flavor is nowhere near as dark as the look, in my opinion. And the smell, it actually smells good, and I think the smell helps with taste in a lot of ways.
That's true. Yeah, it does. It has a great like fruity aromatic in there somewhere.
Oh yeah. So I dig it. Like, this one and the last one both are passable for me when it comes to beer, which it can
passable
be rare
for Chris. That's good.
That's
for all you non-beer drinkers out there, we got a couple that might interest or at least pique your interest.
At least you'd be able to tolerate.
Yeah, for sure. Have you ever gotten your dad a bad Father's Day gift?
Probably. Well, yes and no, because a lot of the years growing up, I technically didn't get him anything, but my mom was always the one, even like for Christmas and every other day of the week, she'd always be like, hey kids, here's what I got your father for Father's Day or whatever.
Yeah.
it's from all of us, you know?
Yeah, put your name on it, you pieces of shit.
Yeah.
You little ungrateful bastards.
It's like, here's what I got him. Or like, or she'd get like a couple different items, you know, whether it's like clothes or, you know, whatever he needs. And she'd be like, all right, this one's from you, this one's from your sister, this one's from me. And so like, me and my sister like just never had to do anything, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, so I guess, so yes and no. Yes, by like, there have been many times I've just done nothing. But no, because like my mom gets something.
Yeah,
that's
she makes sure that you don't look like the
yeah,
bad guy.
exactly.
But now, this is out in the air.
Yeah.
People are gonna tell him because your dad loves those rumors.
Well, no, no. I think he knows though. I think
he
like,
probably does
because he kind of does the same thing with my mom, where he's like,
okay. They probably have an agreement. Yeah,
and something like that. We're like, hey, like let's try to like help our kids out, you know. So he'll, you know, get something and be like, hey, this can be like from us, or he'll like ask me and my sister. This is what he usually does. He'll ask me and my sister and be like, hey, what should we get your mom for Mother's Day?
I have no idea what I'm doing.
It's like, what do we do? Do we do this, this, this? And he may have a few options, but like they both kind of do something similar where it's like we get a couple of items from all of us, you know.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know if I've personally ever got my dad a bad Father's Day gift. I think it's hard to like not know your dad enough to get a bad gift, or at least like maybe you get a lame gift that it's like you didn't really
that
try.
He never uses or you know, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Like we've done a bunch of different things, like I don't know, like ping pong table, a grill, like you know, little things like cool, big. There's 7 of us. Okay, I have 6 brothers and sisters.
Right.
So Cody's not the only brother.
You're right. Yeah,
there's 2 others and then 3 girls.
There's a whole orphanage.
Yeah, they basically adopted all of us at once. No. Yeah, so there's a bunch of us. So as adults, we can all chip in that money, you know, now to make sure like we're trying to get them nicer things.
You got to be careful. There's 7 of you all chipping money. They're going to be expecting like a cruise.
No, they're luckily they do not care about that stuff. I usually try to like take my dad out for dinner, or like take my mom and dad out for dinner and pay for it maybe.
Right.
You know, I've gotten plenty of like gift cards. He loves books and like Barnes and Noble's gift cards. But I've done that enough times, so I just nowadays it's easier to just be like, hey dad, I'm just gonna take you out to eat and I'm gonna pay for your meal because like I love you, and that's about all I can do these days. I've done all the other typical gifts that a son can.
And he probably values that a little bit more. Like as you get older, true. I just feel like as most people get older, they value more like time spent with their family as opposed to like, oh, I need this tool or this thing.
Here, Dad, I got you a gift for Father's Day. It's heartburn and indigestion. Here's some Pepto.
I'm taking you out to eat fried chicken.
Yeah. Here's some Pepto. See you next year.
I know you use this stuff like it's your life supply.
Yeah.
So,
here's your candy.
Here's your little candy. Yeah, right.
Just takes it constantly.
Your Tums.
Oh my gosh! You know, I was trying to. What would be? I'm sure you know your dad pretty well, like what he would like as a gift.
Right.
What would be something that if you got him, he would probably like disown you? Like, what would be the complete opposite? Like, I would never get my dad this. This would be a terrible idea.
So it has to be something I give to my dad?
Yeah, like a gift you could get him for Father's Day.
He would like disown me?
Well, I don't know, but maybe not disown. But like my thoughts, like my dad, like I know my father. If I got my dad a 6-pack of beer and a porno magazine, he would lose his shit. Right, like, he doesn't drink. I don't think he's ever had a sip of alcohol.
Right.
And he's like the least perverted person on the planet. So he would just be, I don't know. Is this a joke? Is this a weird joke?
Okay,
I don't like this joke at all. He would be so furious. And then he wouldn't know what to do with that anger.
Right.
So he would probably just try to throw it in the garbage and miss and break the news everywhere.
Just like the phone.
And I'm just laughing in the background. This is a great Father's Day prank.
Okay. So I feel, man, I don't like, it would probably be something, because I've seen my dad drink once, and it was at a wedding, and they had like an open bar, and he had like a few drinks. You know, that's fine. But
he doesn't
like,
drink a lot normally, though.
No, they never drink growing up at home or anything.
Yeah.
So, but I think I don't know if he'd disown me, but what would make him probably like the most uncomfortable, at least, is if I got him like sex toys.
Oh yeah.
Like anything like that.
Hey, Dad, Mom told me that you're having trouble getting it up.
Like, he opens a box. There's like anal beads, a butt plug. Maybe even just a giant dildo.
It's a big dildo.
Like,
son, What are you trying to say?
Like, and also, yeah, you know, maybe might as well add like a porn magazine on top of that. Like that, I feel like that would be a good,
anything sexual,
anything like that would just like make him uncomfortable.
Just cringe.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything that would make him like disown me, but like these things, he would be like, what?
Yeah, you want to watch your dad shrivel into a different universe? Get him a butt plug.
Give him. And have his name on it, like embroidered on it.
He just turns into a beetle and scuttles away. No,
wait, dog, Dad, come
Dad,
here.
little Dad. Oh, no, you stepped on him.
No,
that was my dad.
He broke his wing.
No, yeah, for real. It's like, Dad, Mom told me you've been having a little trouble getting up there in age. It happens to happens to everybody. So got you a bottle of Viagra, got you this little vibrator here, and you just go to town.
Right.
Have a blast with this really
Enjoy.
weird stuff that I just got you. Make you very uncomfortable. Oh no, yeah, my dad would freak out in the same.
But yeah, I feel like if I
ridiculous
got my
way.
dad beer though, he'd be like,
Okay.
interesting, like,
What a strange.
What a-
Probably say, does your dad like smoke cigars or anything like that? Is he-
No smokes, not that I've known of, at least. So I've just he's there. My parents have been pretty tame.
All right. Well,
Maybe they went really, really hard in college.
they went really hard in the 70s.
In like the early years, like they went real hard, and so they were like, "All right, we need to take."
They signed a blood oath. Never again. What's your mom and dad's name?
Jeff and Mary Beth.
Yeah, Mary Beth. Never again. Never again am I snorting cocaine and putting anything up my ass.
Jeff, maybe once when the kids are like in college.
Yeah. Only on the weekends when they're not home.
Right. I do have a suspicion. I'm not positive, but I think whenever me and my sister were in college, I do think they would have like wine nights with like a few other people, maybe in the neighborhood.
Swingers parties.
Yeah, because I felt like I wait, did you say Swedish party?
Swingers parties.
See, that's a different story. See, if my parents are swingers, then maybe the butt plug and anal beads wouldn't be
maybe you'd
uncomfortable.
hit home.
Exactly.
Yeah, hit home with that one for sure. Son, I didn't know you knew. This is so thoughtful. Thank
Dad,
you.
this was a prank. What?
Yeah. See how weird would that be that he turns the tables on you? It's like, Dad, I got you this butt plug. And he's like, oh, son, that's so thoughtful. How did you know? Did Mom tell you? Did she clue you into that?
And then it didn't get real weird if he was like, instead of Mom, if he was like, did your sister tell you?
Oh,
like,
God.
oh, wait. All three of you are?
Everyone's in on this? How am I the last one to know?
Why am I the good kid?
Oh, man. Well, this beer has been pretty delicious.
It's actually,
You gotta drink
I thought,
a little more than that.
listen, I thought you were going to give me beers that I would hate this whole time, but...
I'm not trying to bring you in and just wreck you.
Oh, okay,
Okay. These next two, they're gonna be a little. I wanted to ease you in with a couple.
Okay, good. You wanted
And
to
these
give me a
types of
false
beers.
sense of hope.
Listen, okay, so this is what me and Cody call these types of beers. We call conversion beers. They are beers that are craft beers for the non-beer drinker. Okay. People who are familiar with beers, or maybe they just like something easy, something light, and then you kind of you introduce these sorts of flavors, like slight subtle fruit, very easy to drink. You can smell the flavors of everything that's going on. It's very easy for like a non-beer drinker to understand. Those are conversion beers because they kind of bring you into the craft beer community, piques your interest a little bit. Maybe you start exploring around for people who really are like, you know what, maybe I should branch out a little bit with the beers I drink. The next two beers are going to be a little more difficult for you.
A little?
Little more difficult.
Okay, cool. Just a little. Okay, I trust you.
So, I don't know what this next beer is at all. A friend brought it to me, so we'll go over that.
Good.
And then the very last beer is going to be a little rough.
A little rough.
A little rough. So we got an IPA for you, and they're very bitter.
Good.
Really crazy flavors in there. So, anyways, we'll go ahead and get to we'll go ahead and get to the next beer now then.
Perfect.
All right. I don't even know if I pulled up this beer's website. I'm talking. This is a podcast.
All right. Well,
2 seconds. Okay, we're back. We were having some technical difficulties because I'm a fucking moron.
some TDs.
Yeah. So, our next beer, we're moving on. And this one is from Great Lakes Brewing Company out of Cleveland, Ohio. I thought it was gonna be out of Lake Michigan or something, but
Yeah,
it
Great
wasn't.
Lakes,
Yeah,
but-
I actually had a friend from work bring me this beer to do on the show, or to just try. I don't think he really cared either way, but he thought I would like it. I was like, I'm gonna put it on the show. If you ever have beers that you want to send us, you can just email us at beerbrothers.podcast@gmail.com. We'll get you an address. You can ship us some beers. We've had people do it. It's pretty awesome when they do. This one is from my buddy Ivor. His hometown is Cleveland, Ohio. And this is called the Midnight Moses
So
Dark
romantic.
Belgian Style Ale. So they have a Holy Moses, which is like, it looks like almost George Washington, not really Moses, parting these waters. I'm guessing it's the lakes.
Oh wait, no, that's George Washington.
Yeah, that's totally George Washington, like parting the waters. So the Holy Moses is the same it's the same bottle art, which is this really great bottle art, but the sky in the background of it is like sunny and bright. So on this one, it's the exact same can, but it has a dark sky in the background. So it's almost like the opposite of the other beer.
It's Midnight Moses.
This is on GreatLakesBrewing.com, their website. This is what they say. Which tasty trail would you take? Citrusy and spicy, or dark and roasty? Lucky for you, our brewpub's cult favorite, Midnight Moses, stands triumphantly at the crossroads. So we're right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
It says, a shadowy and adventurous take on a sunny classic. Black malt adds rich, roasty chocolate notes to our white ale's signature citrus and spice flavors. So this is like a dark version of their other white ale with the Holy Moses. ABV is 5.4%, so we've gone up just a little bit from the last one. And we're at 20 IBUs. This pairs well with, according to their website, roast chicken, banana cream pie.
Ooh, interesting.
And this is a good after-hours drink, like a late-night, kind of like a dessert drink. I think that's what they mean by that.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Like a nice dinner and dessert
yeah.
drink.
And apparently this is like, they only brew this like around May. Like, I get, I'm
midnight.
assuming. Yeah, I'm assuming. No, this is, okay. Actually, I want to get Chris's take on this beer first, because
Let me have
this
one.
is really reaching way outside of his
yeah.
territory for this.
I gotta have one more sip real quick. I gotta really analyze this.
Go for it. Think about your flavors you're getting.
All right. So I think what's helping me a lot is hearing the description actually of each of these beers, because I think if we would have just had this beer
Straight up.
I just straight up took a sip and had no idea what was in it, or like the flavors that were mentioned, then I'd probably like, this would be awful for me. But because hearing that the roasted whatever you said,
It's,
it tastes like roasted
black malt,
almonds.
the roasty chocolate notes. That's what they
Chocolate
call
nuts,
it.
yeah. Like I can actually like somewhat taste that, and I don't know if that's my senses playing a trick on me because I heard it or what's going on. That being said, this doesn't taste good to me. But I do appreciate it, and I do respect it.
Okay, gotcha.
If that makes sense. Like I can understand, I can tell that this is a good beer for people that do like dark beers. Because I can taste like the roasted quality to this that is said.
Yeah.
I don't exactly see how this pairs with banana cream pie or.
I can totally see it.
Can you?
Banana,
Okay.
If you think about like
the opposite.
the
It's like
flavor
sweet.
of like a banana cream pie, and it's like that sweet fruity banana, and then you have those like if you do chocolate and banana together, you think about those sorts. That's why they're saying it pairs
okay.
well.
Okay.
I can see the dessert quality of it, so they're giving you a fruity mellow dessert with this
Right.
like mellow chocolatey
Okay. Yeah,
dark
yeah. That's fair.
Belgian ale. So
That's fair. I mean, I hate the aftertaste.
But no, this is perfect. So
But-
this is, just remember, if the brewery's listening to this, this is nothing against your
No.
beer.
Like,
This is 100% somebody who does not drink beer
just
trying
don't
your
drink
beer
trying your beer,
and letting you know, like, he gets
yeah.
the flavors. It's not his thing, but he appreciates everything.
I respect it. I can totally like that's
yeah.
what the description that is listed or that was read. It fits it. It's good. I just
This is also another perfect example of, we have actually gotten onto some breweries here and there when they don't describe their beer from the brewer's perspective of what we're supposed to be tasting.
right.
And for me, I drink a lot of beer, so I might be able to find those flavors even if you don't give me that description. But this is perfect because you don't drink beers,
No, yeah.
and you appreciated the description because
Yeah.
it kind of helped you find the flavors and
yeah.
appreciate it a little more, and not just drink it and be like,
Exactly.
yes or no.
Yeah.
It's more of a, oh, okay, that's what I'm supposed to be tasting. I can find that here.
Yeah, if someone were to hand me a beer and say, "Oh, this is a fruity beer," I would drink it and I'd be like, "This is terrible." Maybe there's fruit in here, but the fact that
Debatable.
Debatable, right? But if it's like, "Oh, there's orange and apple and sunshine in this beer," then I would taste that sunshine and orange and apple.
Yeah.
So I really, the descriptions are great. Keep those up.
Yeah,
that
so
helps me a lot.
So to any brewer or somebody who's thinking about brewing, always try to describe what it is that you're doing with your beers and what the drinker is supposed to be tasting. It is actually helpful. It's legitimately
really,
helpful
legitimately,
to know what is going in your body.
Yeah, because
and what you're supposed to be tasting on.
I feel like just so far we've had 3 beers that I expected to just despise all of them.
Yeah.
But these are beers where if like someone took me to a bar and they were like, "Hey, I want you to try this beer. It's
got all this in it. Yeah.
It's got this and this and this and these flavors." Then I'd be like, "Okay, I'll try it." And I would drink it because I committed to it.
Yeah, you're not ruining it. So from my perspective, what's interesting about this beer is it reminds me a lot of like a brown ale, and its color is very dark.
Dark.
When I poured it, I was very surprised how dark it was.
Right.
I thought it was a stout for a minute. And it does have like the chocolatey malt flavors that a stout would normally have. You get that a lot in porters and stouts. No, it is really good. It is very... I'm trying to think of another way that they explain... I think the roastiness more than the chocolate. Like I'm getting a very roasty taste in my mouth.
Same.
It
I
is
get
not
that.
like definitely chocolate hinted, but the roastiness is very heavy on the front. I enjoy the beer. I like it. Chris may not be a huge fan of it or probably wouldn't buy it himself, which is totally fine. To each their own. But no, I enjoy it. I don't think I could do more than one of these. It feels, and this is pretty normal with darker beers, feels pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Like more than one, I think I would need to move on. But I am enjoying what I have here. I do like this beer, and I appreciate my buddy Ivor for bringing this down from Cleveland. This is pretty good. Wish my brother could have been on the show to taste this one, but I thought it'd be interesting to on a leak. I thought it'd be interesting to let Chris try something a little outside of his wheelhouse and comfort zone. So there's a lot of movies out there that are like the classic. Yeah, there's a lot of films.
A lot of films. Have you seen them?
Have you ever seen this thing called movies before?
There's like a couple each year that come out.
Yeah, there's like one or two.
I don't know.
Anyways,
But, yeah.
there's these things called movies, and we watch them, and they spin a little filmy reel thing, and it shows up on your TV or your movie screen, and then you take it with your own peeper eyes, and you watch them on the screen.
Wait, they spin a filmy wheel thing like on my own TV at home?
Something like that. I think there's hamsters inside of the TV, and they play the movie for you.
That's it.
That's what it is.
That's
okay. There's a bunch of quote-unquote dad films out there. Okay, they're like the classic dad movies.
Yeah, I mean, just to name some, we have Mean Girl,
Yeah,
Pink, Spice Girls, the movie, Cheetah Girls 2. Those are just ones off the top of my head.
Yeah, those are my favorite dad
Those
flicks.
are my
My dad loves Cheetah Girls 1. He's a big Cheetah Girls fan.
Mine's a 2.
Yeah,
Barcelona.
Well, see, our dads are very different. Same and different all at once. But no, you know what films I'm talking about.
Right.
We're talking about like, you have Rocky, you got your action-packed films, you got your Stallones, you have your, Seagals, all of these classic movies that
all the goods.
Yeah, so we're just gonna compare them a little bit here.
The movies or the dads?
We're gonna compare all of the dads on the face of the earth.
Okay.
And you're gonna pick which dad's your favorite dad.
On the face of the earth?
On the face of the earth.
Good. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Barack Obama. He's my favorite dad.
That's a really good one. I'm actually, he's close. He's high up on my list. I think I'm gonna go. My favorite dad, besides my own, is
He's not gonna listen to this.
No, he's not at all. Hugh Jackman.
Huge jacked man. Nice.
Man. He's just
Wolverine boy.
The perfect specimen.
He's a handsome daddy.
He's a handsome.
He's
devil.
a zaddy. That's
He's
for
a zaddy.
sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's a zaddy, all right.
All right, where are we going?
So, we got really off topic
A little bit. Hey.
Okay, so just right off the bat,
Yeah.
we got 2 classic Stallone films that have made a comeback.
Yes, they have.
We have Rocky and Rambo. What is your preference between these two classic dad franchises?
My preference, personally, I'm a Rocky guy.
Rocky is a terrible father, and so is Rambo. He kills people.
I
digress. That's no. No. They both are terrible dads. We're comparing the dads in the film and how they do as fathers. Anyways,
right. Fair.
Go. No, no. Like, actually, which one's your preference between the two?
I gotta go Rocky.
You know what? I agree. I'm more of a Rocky fan.
I'm more.
I do like Rambo. Rambo's pretty cool.
He's cool. He's a cool dude.
I like the older Rambo films pretty good. Like Rambo 2's pretty badass.
I don't know if I've seen.
There's one where he's like in America, like hiding out in the woods and shit. Actually, that might be the original. I can't remember. Anyways, regardless, they all kind of run together. Especially Rocky feels that way too. They all run together.
They do.
Most people think that 3 is the one where he fights the Russian. Actually, that's 4.
Yeah.
And 3 he fights.
Who does he?
Clubber Lang.
Oh, I don't know.
Mr. T.
Mr. T, yeah.
He fights Mr. T because he fights what's his face, his like rival
in 5.
He fights Apollo Creed.
Yes,
he fights Apollo Creed in the first 2 films, and then Creed dies in 4. The Russian
and that's right. Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. They do run together. Rocky's great.
Also, I love Rocky 4 because there is an 8-minute training montage
in the snow, right?
In the snow, or whatever, and it's the funniest. It's the funniest fucking thing.
Honestly,
it's cutting back and forth between him in the snow, like running around in the snow, getting really tired.
4 foot deep snow.
4 foot deep snow, and then it's going to the Russian guy, like in the gym with all these like machines, like pumping iron. And they're analyzing his body. It's the funniest fucking shit. It's literally, I timed it once. It's like 7.5 minute long montage of training.
Listen,
it's wild.
That's longer than I work in the gym every day. So I probably need to go 7.5 minutes to look like Rocky.
So 2 other similar sort of films.
Okay, yeah.
One is a Jean-Claude Van Damme. And the other one is Patrick Swayze. We have Bloodsport versus Roadhouse.
Okay.
Have you seen these 2 flicks?
I've not seen either.
Okay, so now we have to stop the episode. We're going to watch
Bloodsport
and Roadhouse real quick, and then we'll come back. No, I had a feeling you probably hadn't seen those. Okay. Next one is Terminator 1, the original, versus Terminator 2, one of the best action cinema flicks of all time.
I mean, I'm usually a sucker for like originals. But
Terminator 2, to this day, is still one of the best fucking action movies that has ever been made.
Yeah, that's why I said butt.
Yeah, that's a good butt. That's a solid, rock-hard butt.
Solid toned butt.
Yeah, that's a nice, tan, slick butt.
It's like smoother than a baby's bottom. You oil that butt up and you'll slip right into Terminator 2.
Yeah, right into Terminator 2. Right into Arnold Schwarzenegger's butt.
Right into his own. Yeah. I mean, you're
Kyle
not going to get out of there.
Kyle Reese was a terrible father. I mean, fuck, he went into the past and then he made a baby and died. What an idiot. And then,
like, his baby didn't have a father.
Yeah.
Because he died.
Yeah, he's a future father, man. Like, imagine being that guy and like, man, this guy's my dad. He's way younger than me, and now I have to send him. I have to send my dad to the past to fuck my mom. Imagine the weight, the toll that must have on one's brain.
That's brutal.
Like, hey, Dad, can you go fuck Mom
so I can be born?
Like, Dad, you go get that. You go get that butt.
You're telling a kid this.
Yeah, well, the kid doesn't know. He's not telling him that.
Well, true.
He just sends him on the mission.
Right.
Because he knows it'll happen. He's like, Dad, this horny son of a bitch. He loves Mom.
Trust.
My mom was hot. My dad's definitely going to fuck her. No, I agree. Terminator 1's great. It's a classic. Because it also, like, sets up... It sets up everything for Terminator 2. And Terminator 2 is still, to this day, so damn good. Mm-hmm. I'm going to need your boots, your keys. I'm going to need your boots, your clothes, and the keys to your motorcycle. Or something. I think that's the line. Love it. Naked in the bar. Good. Classic naked Arnold.
I'm naked in every bar I go to.
I usually walk into most bars naked,
Yeah.
and then I leave with someone else's clothes and motorcycle.
Exactly.
It's weird. It's like I black out in there.
I found out I'm a
Most
size
people
8.
leave the bar naked because they blacked out, but maybe
Yeah.
it's because they ran into me and I blacked out and I took their clothes.
Oh my gosh.
What?
That's a very good point. I haven't thought about that.
Maybe I'm the Terminator.
That's how you're wait a minute. Now
Wait
you're
a
the
minute.
Terminator.
I'm the Terminator.
Oh my, that's how you get new clothes every day too.
Yeah, I'm always wearing this new slick leather jackets.
You just have
You
a
know
closet
me,
full
I
of leather
love
jackets.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you have a lot of the same looking leather jackets in your closet.
And it's the same guy actually. You go to the same bar.
And just beat him up all. He's a fucking nerd.
That's the trick there.
Okay, Predator. So we're going with two. We're going with another Arnold flick, but this isn't. This is extraterrestrial beings.
Yeah, another Arnold chick flick.
Yeah. Predator versus Alien.
Alien. I'm just
Alien?
gonna straight up say Alien.
You know, I don't disagree with that.
Okay.
Alien is a great film.
Yeah. To me, Alien is just
Alien's like one of the. I mean, to this day, it stands up as like one of the classic sci-fi horror films.
easy. It's like
It's crazy good.
It's one of the the capital The classic sci-fi horror film.
Yeah, it is, and it is. It's a space horror.
Space
film.
horror.
Like it's kind of
it's
wild.
it's way up there with
Yeah.
with all the others. I mean,
It's really good.
I don't really have much
I will
more
say
to
Predator is pretty cool. Like I
Yeah.
like Predator. I like the
Yeah.
original. All the other Predators that came out after the original are stupid. I don't like Predator versus Alien.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only other good Alien movie that came out, in my opinion, after I think Alien 3 was actually supposed to be pretty good.
I don't think I saw. I
Yeah.
wanted to. I never got.
I think that one's supposed to be really good. I can't remember. It's either I think Ridley Scott did the original ones, and James Cameron, who did Terminator,
yeah.
actually did I think Alien 3. It's either that or it's the reverse. I can't remember. But regardless, they both
I'm not sure.
worked on those. But to me, Predator is pretty cool, but Alien is definitely.
Yeah, I mean,
better one.
Predator's cool. It's great, but there's just the classic original Alien.
Yeah,
dude.
I think the only other good Alien movie that came out was Prometheus because it ended up being an Alien
Prometheus
film,
is
like
good.
secretly.
Yeah.
At the end, which was cool.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I spoiled it. Oh shit.
Oh man,
It's only been out for 10 years.
It's 10. Has it been 10 years?
I don't know. It's
probably
been a
more.
minute. It's been out for a
hot
minute. Okay.
Yeah.
We thought of some other ones.
we did.
We did. So I was asking you, like, what kind of movies your dad was into, and he's not really into any of those necessarily.
no.
I'm sure he's seen them,
Yeah, I'm sure.
but he's more of a Star Wars fan.
He is.
As are you. I love Star Wars as well. Star Wars versus Star Trek. Your opinion, and then what do you think your dad would have to choose?
Right. See, now that's a little difficult. So mine is Star Wars. I don't have anything against Star Trek, unless you're one of those people that is like, oh, Yoda, he's in Star Trek, and like, if you do something stupid like that, then we're not friends.
Yeah, no, that's dumb.
But I want to say, I know my dad, like he grew up watching Star Trek, and I'm honestly not sure if he watched the Star Wars movies in theaters as he was growing up. I think he did. I think he saw at least a couple of them in theaters, because he's the one that obviously introduced me to Star Wars growing up.
Yeah.
But I do know as an adult growing up, or going through like high school, my dad would be like watching Star Trek reruns on the TV and stuff. But the thing that turns me away from him choosing Star Trek for him is that it was like 4 Christmases ago or something. I was like, my dad watches Star Trek, so I'm gonna buy him the complete original Star Trek. Like it was like 3 or 4 season DVD set.
Okay.
They don't have a Blu-ray or whatever. So I was
okay.
I spent like $60 or something like that and bought him like and it had I think behind the scenes stuff. I don't know what all was included, but it was like
It's like a special edition.
It was
thing.
like this Star Trek, every episode from like the original Star Trek series. And he's never opened it.
Oh.
It's like I could go home today and it's
Did he act super pumped about it or?
No, I just got it for him. I mean, he acted like normal, like any other gift he's gotten.
Oh, thanks, socks.
And he was like, I mean, you're
Dad,
right.
those aren't socks.
Right.
Those are DVDs.
I mean, he was probably like, oh, cool, nice, but like with
Wait,
anything
eat
else.
this? I don't.
But
What
like,
is this?
I know he was like, what is it? No.
Yeah.
But
Is this food?
like, is it? Oh, you got me a box.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna
box
leave
with
the
pictures
plastic
on it.
around it and put it on the shelf.
Never know.
And so I don't know. Maybe one day I'll go home and it'll be open, but like it still has like it still has the plastic around it. Like I could be like, yo, Dad, let me get my $60 back. But
you know what? In his will, his only request is to be buried with his mint condition, unopened
maybe
box
that's
set
it.
of Star Trek DVDs.
Honestly, that could be. He's like, wow, this is such a great gift. They all come on TV.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna keep this.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this special gift and be like, yeah, dude, I got a mint condition box.
Right,
set.
like, or I don't know. Maybe he's like giving it a break for a couple decades and he'll rewatch it. Who knows? But I want to say because of that, I want to choose Star Wars for my dad as well.
Okay, gotcha.
But my dad, I do know, is a Star Trek fan.
Indiana Jones and Jurassic Park.
Ooh, so
that's hard. That's actually pretty fucking hard.
It's very hard.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, personally, Indiana Jones. 3 out of 4 of those movies. I'm actually just gonna ignore that other one that happened. Those 3 movies.
Ignore Temple of Doom entirely.
No. You know what I was talking about. We'll not be named on this. They're great. Mm-hmm. They're like pretty perfect on their own. The original 3. Mm-hmm. And then
and they're pretty standalone as well.
No, the original trilogy. Mm-hmm. Love those. Jurassic Park, the original is really good. Mm-hmm. And then it went on a big poopy downhill slope for a while.
Right. So
2 is rough, 3 is rougher. Mm-hmm. And then there was a 4th one. I don't remember what that one was called, but it wasn't very good either.
Wait, like a 4th original?
There was a 4th original, it wasn't original, I guess, but it was a part of the same group of people.
Okay, so it was not like the newer ones.
No, not the ones with Chris Pratt.
Gotcha.
And then the newer ones are pretty good.
Right,
but the original is where it's at. That's it. That's the only. It's a fucking classic, great film. But because only one of like 6 movies really stands out to me, Indiana Jones wins. No. And Harrison Ford's a badass.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And I'd have to agree with you. Indiana Jones, like those movies on their own, they stand alone.
Yeah.
I mean, they work as a trilogy, but they also stand alone.
Yeah, like Temple of Doom is technically, it is definitely a divergence from the original, from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a part of the trilogy technically, but it 100% stands on its own as its own film.
Which is really good, honestly.
That's kind of crazy that it's possible. And I love Temple of Doom.
Right. Oh, yeah.
We were talking about it earlier. Yeah. It's like Kalima, like that whole... all of it, there's just so many great sequences in that film, and it's a wild movie. But people shit on Temple of Doom for some reason. They like leave it out of the conversation. Temple of Doom is pretty great. It's weird. There's a couple of racist characters here and there, but
short round.
One of them.
but then back to Jurassic Park. Oh, the first one's golden. This last beer is Bearded Iris. It's their home style IPA. It says it's an oated IPA brewed intensely and singularly with mosaic. Ooh. Let's see. We have the one that started it all. This heavily oated mosaic-only IPA softly beckons you to remember where you came from while giving you just enough of a ripe citrus kick to strive for where you want to go. Homestyle is the staple IPA of our brewery, and like almost all of our hoppy beers, focuses on highlighting the fruity and fragrant nuances of hops. At a relaxed 6%, we think you'll discover it's easy to find your homestyle.
There you go. So Bearded Iris this is a local brewery here in Nashville. They have a fantastic tap room, brewery setup. It's kind of actually... It's a weird setup. You drive up and it looks like a weird like warehouse.
Good. And
then, unfortunately, there's like these sulfur mills like down the road, so it kind of smells like a fart outside. But
the perfect disguise.
Perfect disguise. They have this like really great patio section. You can bring your dogs. It's like a gravel lot. Like you drive up and you're like, am I at the right joint? But inside, huge open warehouse,
5-star
but
hotel.
They've like cut off the brewing portion. You can see all the giant like tanks and everything that they're using, but that portion's kind of cut off, and then they have this beautiful like wooden oak bar that you walk up to, and pool table, and it's a really great setup. And then they open these huge garage doors to that outside area, and it all kind of flows together. It's really cool.
Okay.
I like the brewery a lot. They exclusively just do pretty much all IPAs of different varieties. They did. There's one I had when I was there that tasted like I was drinking some sort of IPA version of a mimosa. It was very orange forward. Really, really good. I had a few of those and got a little turnt on those bad boys.
We'll turn on that mimosa beer.
Yeah, but no. So they have some tasting notes here. The tasting notes are soft and juicy, which I've never seen listed as tasting notes.
Those are words people use to describe me too.
Yeah, and the mosaic is the hop. Like that's the one hop. This only has mosaic in this beer. Mixed citrus and berry. Those are the other two tasting notes you're looking for. So go ahead and take a sip.
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet.
Chris has not tried this. He smelt it. He's not gonna be a big fan of IPAs right off the bat. But we're looking for mixed citrus, berry. So it's be kind of a juicy, soft taste.
Okay, here we go.
That's nice.
This. Oh, I need one more.
Tell me where you're at with this bad boy. I already am assuming it's not your forte, but just tell me, as a non-beer drinker, how do you feel about this beer and the tasting notes that they're mentioning, and try your best to describe how you feel about that.
So when it comes to the tasting notes, I definitely get the citrus.
Okay.
Definitely get the hops.
It's berry. I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm sure if you like a hoppy beer, this is wonderful.
I'm sure if you like.
I'm sure this is great. I do. So the tasting notes they do help a little bit. I feel like I have had hoppy beers before that have been
Just
what I
hops.
thought was the death of me.
Yeah.
But this, though I taste the verge of death.
Yes.
I do taste also citrus, which gives
There you
me
go.
life.
Citrus death. That's a good
It's citrus
description.
death. It's like a healthy death in a way,
Yeah.
Whereas before it
Yes,
was just
very.
mortifying.
Yeah. Before it was just like, this is death and death is bad, and this
Yeah.
was like, I guess death's not that
It's
bad.
like death can be okay.
It could be a
Look.
sweet release.
Yes. It's not the worst way to go.
Yeah.
Here's to another one.
Yeah. Okay. I actually really enjoy this beer. Someone who does drink a lot of beers and IPAs, it is very smooth. It's kind of sweet. It's got a little stickiness on the back end on your lips that it leaves behind.
Yeah, it leaves something behind.
Yeah, it leaves a lot of hop flavor, I bet. No, it's really. I'm not getting as much. There's the berry that they're talking about. That's pretty subtle in there.
I don't know.
That's harder to find. The mixed citrus, definitely getting that. That might be masking the berry just a little bit. So if there is berry in there, I'm not really getting a ton of it. I really like this beer. I like this company a lot. I like what they do. Not all of their IPAs are my forte either, because some of them are really crazy strong, but I feel like this is a little more tame on their scale. If you had the one I tried, you actually might enjoy that beer because it is very fruity. It's very orange tasting. It's pretty delicious. It felt like orange juice in a beer. It was great.
Oh my god, that's amazing. That sounds good.
Yeah. So, they have a beautiful can for this. It's just all black with this gold lettering.
Gold accents.
It's gorgeous. Everything they brew comes in at like a 16-ounce 4-pack. Almost everything, like majority of their beers. And this was their original like IPA that started the whole company. This was their baby, essentially. So this is Homestyle IPA by Bearded Iris. So if you're ever in Nashville, check them out. It's really, really good stuff.
The baby of beers.
Yeah, so we got a last little baby segment here, apparently. Okay, so for this segment, after getting my brother to describe it to me, I've got some memes up here, and these are considered dad starter packs, like a type of dad.
A certain type of dad, got it.
So I'm going to give you the things that are on it, and I want you to tell me what type of dad this is.
Does it tell you what type of dad it is?
It does.
Okay. So
it says like this dad starter pack. Okay.
All right, let's see if I can get these
we
right.
got an Ed Hardy button down.
Okay.
We got like an in-home gym set.
Okay.
Just for Men, Touch of Grey.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get me some pot? Dad, are you okay? Text message.
Okay.
Some Cialis, a sports car, an eHarmony account, and a Dr. Pepper tin.
Okay.
What type of dad is this?
This is a type of dad who probably doesn't know how old how old his children are or when their birthdays are.
Okay. Okay.
This is the type of dad
So maybe he's not a great dad.
He's not a great dad. He probably forgets anniversaries and holidays and has his secretary just do all the shopping and or his assistant do all that for him.
Gotcha.
This is like I'm too good for anything for giving my time to anyone kind of dad.
Okay. This is called the recently divorced middle class dad.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Great. Okay.
So you were pretty close. I feel like you were getting there.
I was getting there.
I feel like you were getting there. Okay. Let's see. I think we got more here. Okay. Gotcha. Minivan.
Okay.
Cul-de-sac haircut, meaning that you have no hair up top, but it's on the sides, around, and maybe you grow it out a little bit.
Okay.
You got a high school track jacket.
Oh, okay.
Sweatpants.
Okay.
A bag of Hardee's in the car, and a cigarette tray full of cigarette butts.
Oh, I'm glad you specified.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I want you to tell me, how old do you think this dad is, and how old are his children?
How old do I think this dad is?
Mm-hmm.
I think this dad is probably about 42.
Okay.
And I think his children are probably around the 16, 15, 16, 17 range.
I like that. So that one was called The Single White Man in His Late 40s Starter Pack.
Oh, late 40s. Oh, okay.
So you had it.
Okay.
You went early 40s, which I think is fair.
Okay.
That's a pretty good one. Let me see here.
The single man, I definitely got. I was thinking he was divorced, but trying to live through his high school years at the age of 40.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of some different dads that I've seen out there. I feel like there's a point where most dads are generic. There's the dad that never lets go and tries to hold on to too much stuff.
Yeah, there's the dad that forces his high school and childhood on his kids so he can relive through that.
Yeah.
You
know what another indication of the recently divorced father is?
What?
The recently divorced dad is the super jacked dad at the grocery store.
Ooh.
That dude has been going to Gold's Gym for about 2 years now,
yeah.
and he's just constantly trying to get with super young chicks.
Oh yeah,
that type of dad. The worst of the dads.
Divorced, he's probably at least 35.
He looks like he's probably done steroids. At least 50.
We're thinking. I'm
talking about 50-year-old dudes with gray hair that are just absolutely jacked.
Oh yeah, and they don't date anyone over the age of 25.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The worst type of dad.
And they probably stare at themselves in the mirror more than
more than a 50-year-old man should.
Yeah, more. If a 50-year-old man's staring at himself in the mirror, there's...
That's right, Jim. You're going to get yours today.
Before the shower, and he's and then he gets in the shower, and the water's already cold from how long it's been running, and then he gets out of the shower, he's like, oh yeah, look at that glisten.
Just got a brand new bottle of Cialis. I'm about to crush these and snort them.
But ever since that divorce, he started being clean. He was so clean. He was hitting the gym hard. He was taking natural substances, supplements. But then he couldn't get any dates. He couldn't get any girls. He was too old.
And then he started hitting the steroids.
Oh yeah,
dude. I've seen a lot of buff dads like that at grocery stores. I'm like, there's no way you didn't do steroids
at some point for
No old dude should be that fucking big and veiny. Vascularity all up and down their arms. You look like you have fucking...
You've done something. You've made a
whole
deal with
case
the
of steroids.
Yeah.
You made a deal with the devil.
Yeah, right. There's no natural substance, because I feel like that stuff was not healthy. If your veins are as bigger than a pencil, that's not good.
The only person that can pull that off is The Rock, and it's because he's been doing it for so long.
But even then, his veins, at least from pictures of him flexing and stuff, aren't that big. You see some people, their veins are popping.
All those Rock pictures that you download. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, whatever, rock hard.
Oh God, oh man, I don't know. This is a weird subject because like my dad's fucking normal, and he wears sneakers. He tucks his polo shirts into his jeans and wears a belt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's pretty normal dude.
Same.
It's not that my dad's a bad looking dude, and when he dresses like that, he pulls it off because it's like classic dad. Yeah. He pulls off the classic dad. Like, he doesn't look weird in it. He looks like you belong here. Mm-hmm. This is your life.
Yeah.
But I would hope that I would be a trendy dad.
Okay.
Or maybe there's a point where like you're not allowed to dress trendy anymore, and they're like, you either have to be the divorced buff dad, or
the crotch stash with the white T-shirt dad.
Yeah, you get 3 dad choices.
Yeah.
You get classic dad.
Mm-hmm. Classic, easy, simple.
He's fun loving.
Mm-hmm.
He knows how to grill for the most part.
Yeah. Oh, all dad. That's a requirement.
Except for my dad, he does not love rare meat. Like he can't have any pink in his food. It has to be like in his burgers or steak. It has to be well done all the time.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
He likes burnt ass hot dogs.
I'm
which is
a fan
not
of burnt hot dogs.
Yeah, that's actually not like a char grilled burnt-ish hot dog is not bad. He just loves the grill taste, I guess.
Yeah.
But so you either get a classic dad, and there's some great qualities there, but maybe looks wise you've had better days.
You probably hit your peak like high school, college, and then you got married soon after, and then you let yourself go.
Yeah, you could be the middle-aged, midlife crisis, recently divorced buff dad who is probably hooking up with girls that are way too young, but
or trying
to, and you're really creepy and weird.
Oh yeah.
Or you get crustache dad, and you're just like,
it's kind of gross, but you attract
a lot of mosquitoes.
Yeah,
you attract a lot of flies,
and then you contract malaria.
Yeah, yep, and then you die.
You die.
So which dad do you want to be? Everyone wants to be classic dad in this scenario. Dad, I feel like
if you're anything but a classic dad, your life is on the line, and so you may want to make some.
Life is on the line.
You may want to make some
contract malaria tomorrow if you're not the right type of dad.
Yeah. So if you have a crustache, you know who you are.
Yeah.
Don't look in a mirror. You already know.
Shave it now. Don't even hesitate.
Or just let your beard grow out. Beard dads.
What if they can't though?
If you can't grow your beard, shave it. Look like a baby. All right, deal with it.
At least people would say you look young.
Yeah, you're gonna look young forever. And when you're old, you're gonna look adorable because people think old people are adorable.
That cute old man looks like a baby.
Look at that little old man with wrinkles. But if you can grow a beard, I think people are into that these days.
They are. Beards are in.
Like lumberjack
beards. Beards are very in. Yeah. All right. What was your? I know that some of these beers were harder than others.
Yeah. What
was your favorite beer of the day?
Favorite beer out of the 4, honestly, probably the second one we had, the Ghost River Gold, the Golden Ale.
Ghost River Gold, that's a good one.
I think that one, and I don't. Maybe it's because the introduction one was light and like helped me get more into it. But yeah, I want to say
it was a very easy drinking beer. I did really like it,
and I thought it was more fruity. I thought it was more fruity than the first one as well. Which I like anything to take away like the hop and yeast flavor.
I really liked all of them. They were all very different. I really like the IPA we're drinking on now, but I got super hammered after a wedding last night. It was my friends. It was an open bar, and then we went to a bar. And at that bar, they had open drink. They had like free drinks too, and it was rough. So I think for my tastes today, I think that the Mad Tree Kolsch, the first beer we had, in my opinion, was my favorite. It was very light, very easy to drink, very refreshing. Like end of a long day, sort of a easy drinking beer that you could just really put back. So that was my favorite of the day. Anyways, I think that we're done here.
Yeah, great.
We're going to go play Smash Bros. Or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. All right, well, this has been the Beer Brothers Beer Roommates.
Beer Roommates podcast.
I'm Micah.
I'm Chris. Thanks for having me, Micah. This has been a great time.
Yeah.
I'm glad I could do it.
Well, we'll have you back soon, I think. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe you'll get canceled. Who knows? Okay, all right, see you later, guys. Bye.